Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170 The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel. I'm your host here with Whissel Realty, joined as always by my co-host, Mr. Jason Hall with Team Home Loans. Before the break, we were talking with AJ Powers, also of Whissel Realty, and Andrew Sunseri with San Diego Door Pros. And I know, Andrew, you worked with AJ, and the whole bark collar thing kind of struck a chord with you. So let's talk about the few times you got shocked on your way to actually getting into a home.
Right. So when I said I was always serious about buying the home, I think what made me feel like I was less serious was those few times I got shocked when I came across an agent through, a client or a friend that I just decided to go with. I didn't really, do any of my homework on that or anything. So I, decided to go take a look at a few properties with this agent. This agent was very, excited about every single property that they would show. And there was no negative aspects about any part of the property.
So they would have bought everyone.
Right.
Is that what you're saying, Andrew? Yeah. The agent would have bought every house they saw.
And which kind of got me initially excited. But after the first one, I thought it was a done deal, which is actually an offer that I put in of the same complex that I now live in, that I put another offer in on a different condo in the same complex that I got with AJ.
Okay.
But the first condo got bought out by somebody in China. And it was just completely blindsided me. I was like packing my bags, and no, we got bought out by a cash buyer in China. So
That's frustrating.
And then the next one was I was never told about a Melrose, and the agent called me at 11 p.m. on a Friday night, told me to come sign papers, and
then let you know the extra payments that were going on with that.
And I didn't.
Do you know the story behind Melrose?
No.
All right, so here's the story. Kyle probably knows this pretty good, but here's how I was trained on it years ago. Two builders, literally Mr. Mello and Mr. Roos, decided, hey, let's set up this bond called Melrose Bond. And instead of us paying as the builders to the city, we'll do this Melrose Bond, and we'll have all the homeowners pay, and we'll just give them a little bit of discount, and they won't really know. And that's kind of what that agent was trying to pull on you, is like they didn't want to tell you about all the stuff in there. And not that Melrose is horrible, but if you know about it, it's horrible when you don't know about it, right, Andrew? And that's right. So you cancel on that one. So how many offers altogether did you look at before you found AJ? How many homes did you write up?
3.
So you wrote up 3.
Yeah.
All right. And now once you found AJ, and he kind of, what was the difference? What did you notice right away working with AJ at Whissel Realty?
I noticed everything just moved really quickly, and quickly in a good way, because he didn't want to waste any time, because he knew that I had certain goals and the market was climbing. So
he knew exactly what you wanted and only focused on those properties. Maybe even probably previewed them, looked at a couple things, make sure they fit what you're looking for. This is a perfect client, right, AJ? Don't we? This is a good guy.
If you guys can't see this when you're listening to the show right now, but every time Andrew says something good about AJ, he's just making it rain $20 bills on Andrew right now. Oh, keep going. Here's more. No, it's awesome. I mean, AJ, you've been just a star on our team over at Whissel Realty. It's been really cool to see you come down here from Northern California, kind of reestablish things, and you're seriously just kicking butt out there in the real estate market. So again, if you want to connect with AJ at Whissel Realty, shoot us a text, give us a call, 619-663-7355, 619-663-7355. We'll get you connected with AJ Powers. So AJ, I know that you do a lot of stuff up in the Carlsbad area. It's one of the areas I think you've mentioned that you want to live ultimately. So there's a development that they're talking about, and we're seeing a lot of this where land is getting repurposed, redeveloped, and especially in North County, there seems to be such prime land in North County that hasn't been developed yet. So if you're driving up the 5, right after you pass where all the outlets are, all the car dealerships, right before you get to Agua Hedionda Lagoon, there's all those strawberry fields.
Right.
So there's a developer looking to make something happen there. And what's happening with developers right now is if you want to do any kind of development, immediately you're going to have all of the green people come out that don't want to let you build because you're, ruining the land and all the animals and you're displacing them. So these guys, there's 203 acres of land where these strawberry fields are.
With ocean views,
lagoon views. I mean, it's a
views.
really, really cool location. But check this out. If these guys want to build on it, the plans they've had to submit have to make 85% of that land open space, trails, and parks.
Wow.
The government and the
Guess how expensive that 15% is going to be, guys.
Right.
It's all supply and demand, right? So I know AJ's saying, wow, what do you think about that? 15%.
You're paying for 203 acres, and you get to build on about 30. So that's pretty awesome as a developer.
I mean, with the way that it works with these environmentalists, if you want to come in and you want to develop something now in 2015, you are going to realize you are going to have to fight these environmentalists tooth and nail. They will set up camp outside of where you want to build with those giant banners, shame on, blah, 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 development. They're making it so tough to build that the only way you can build anymore is to basically promise all these environmentalists, look, we're going to buy all 203 acres, but we're not going to build anything on these 85% of these acres.
That's crazy. 85%.
So
So those
over
30 acres
100
have to be expensive. That's going to be $1 million lots, Kyle and AJ.
Yeah.
I mean, $1 million lots.
This one would be more of a commercial development. So they're talking they would build like an outdoor shopping, dining. So it doesn't look like this would be any residential. They're looking that the city of Carlsbad, they want retail. So there's been some other people who've talked about wanting to do some residential there, but the city of Carlsbad, they're more pushing for more retail, more shopping center, which they already have the outlet mall there. But Carlsbad is a higher end area. They kind of lack one of those high end malls. There's an outlet mall, but Carlsbad, that's one
You're
of
right.
the
They don't have a big
nicer
mall.
communities in San Diego. They don't really have that high end mall. There's El Camino Real Mall a little bit up the road, but that's far from high end.
Yeah, my wife won't even go to that
surprised-
Macy's.
yeah.
My wife goes to every Macy's in San Diego besides that one.
Yeah, I know they're trying to turn that mall around, but trying to turn a mall around can be a little bit tough. So it takes years. Like UTC over here across the street from the studio, they've turned that around. It's one of the nicest malls in San
Beautiful
Diego
now.
now. But that was a dump at one point. Fashion Valley was a dump. So you can turn them around. But I think Carlsbad, they really want to see things just go towards that higher end. So a nice luxury mall in Carlsbad would really fit in well. So AJ, in the Carlsbad market, what are you seeing going on up there?
I think it's pretty much across the board in our market right now. Everything is going up in value 1% to 2% a month. Little inventory. It's a higher end, so there's not quite as many buyers, but still, people, they know what's going on. And I find that when you get into that higher end, people are a little bit more educated on what's going on. So there's more realism when it comes to what I need to do to buy a home. And
So they know they need to be prepared,
Yeah,
right? Be ready, pre-approved, ready to have all their financial documentation if there's any cross-approval lender involved, and ready to work with a great real estate team, right?
most people have been through the process. If you're buying $800,000 or $1 million home, it's probably not your first home.
Right.
So they've done it before. They know what to expect, and their goal is to take advantage of the market while they can, because most of those people that are more affluent, they've got to that point for a reason. They know the economy, how to make money, what to do with their money. So they're making good decisions right now.
Awesome, AJ. So I know you've got some properties either that just hit the market, you've got some stuff coming. What do you have coming down the pipe that our listeners want to know about? Because as a listener of Whissel Wednesdays, we want to give you info before these things go public. Like we've talked about for months now, the market is hot. And once a lot of these properties hit the market, it's really, really competitive. Like Andrew saw, cash buyers from China coming and buying properties. So we want to help our listeners out and give you access to homes before anybody else has them. So AJ, what do you got coming down the pipe?
I've got a few coming up in the next couple of weeks. Actually, a lot down in South Bay right now. I've got, 3-bedroom townhome, 1,400 square feet. It's 2-car garage, completely upgraded. I've got, it's going to be $370.
Wow.
I've got a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,500 square feet in Otay Ranch. That's going to be listed at $499.
So $499, you get a 2,500 square foot house?
Yeah, and it was built in 2010.
Wow.
It's almost brand new.
That sounds like a great deal, AJ.
Yeah,
a lot for your money.
It's a
Yeah.
good deal. There's also going to be a little bit larger model, 2,800 square feet. That's in a little bit different area in Otay, but that one's going to be $640, and that's a really nice detached, nice yard upgrade. So a few things going down in South Bay, and that's where a lot of what I'm seeing coming on the market right now. People paid a lot less in 2012 and 13 when they were built or when they resold, and now they're realizing they've got a lot of equity.
That's awesome. And then we've got one other one just to throw out there. We've got an ocean view house in La Jolla, a few blocks from La Jolla Cove, a few blocks from La Jolla Shores, wide open panoramic ocean view in La Jolla, under $900,000.
And does that hit the market?
That is not on the market yet. So that is just for our listeners here on Whissel Wednesdays. If you want to connect with AJ, learn more about the deals he's got coming on the market or the one we've got in La Jolla, again, give us a call or shoot us a text, 619-663-7355, 619-663-7355, or visit us at whistlewednesdays.com, WHISSEL Wednesdays.com. AJ Powers, Whissel Realty, thank you so much. Andrew Sunseri, SanDiegoDoorPros.com, Jason Hall, Team Home Loans. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow.